Today I want to speak about, in this Ian on personality video, how some superheroes do not follow the classic archetype for heroes. And really the main one is Batman. Batman and Deadpool are the people who really are actually the opposite. They reverse all the archetypes. So usually you have this archetype of the average Joe who has powers, or a creative person, or a connected person, people who are just more fun and suave, or people who are creative and fun, coming along like Luke Skywalker we spoke about, Cyclops and Wolverine. But really you can actually flip the archetypes. So people who are more, we talked about how Mystique is more of a guarding kind of person. She's more brash and tough. So that kind of archetype can actually be good. But when you switch that archetype to be good, the enemy he's fighting against has to change. What do I mean? So with Batman is actually a guarding type of personality. He's guarding, investigative, because he's very smart. He has gadgets, super smart, tough. But he's he's stealth. He's more secretive. When people think he did the bad thing, he doesn't mind sacrificing himself for the better, as long as the city's okay. Usually the guarding kind of person is more brash and more incisive, viewing life as a rat race. But he has the more stealth, dark personality used for good. So who are his bad guys? So listen, Bane follows the classic bad guy archetype. He's a commanding kind of person. He also has investigative qualities. He's very smart, intellectual. He's the bane of his existence. He's really one of the greatest challenges for the Dark Knight. However, look at who he fights. Joker. Usually creative people are good, but once you turn the bad guy into the good guy becomes the bad guy. So Batman is this dark stealth person. What's opposite him, what makes the most drama and the biggest fight, is someone like Joker, who's creative. He probably has some commanding and some connective in there too. He's domineering, trying to control. And then you have the Riddler. He's also very creative. And look at Scarecrow. Usually, people who are connective, deal with psychology, are good. Wolverine, people, connective. The guy Richard from Lost, even though he's on the bad guy side, he's actually enlisted. He's forced to do it. Here he wants to be suave and to be a good guy. So Scarecrow is a psychologist, psychiatrist, who's involved in people's minds, and he uses that for bad. So once you have the guarding good guy, you have to have the opposite psychological bad guy. And it's really what makes Batman so intriguing, because it's like the dark side of us. We see the dark side of us in this hero. And then there's a bad side to humor. Humor can be demented and sickening, or psychology can be manipulative. So that's the Dark Knight personality set.